right, it's Monday, September 22nd. I'm buying some Coinbase 345 puts here at 1606. This is here on the 5-minute chart at the moment that just turned red and gives me a 2, about to give me a 2 down bar here. The 15-minute chart, if we look at it, is also, it came up, it gapped down today big, the stock, and then we had a little bit of a green push up to those pre-market highs, little 15-minute reversal. I wanted to watch it here and see if we are about to maybe follow through to the downside, and it looks like we are. So I wanted to buy the puts right up here and see if we take out the lows of the day. On the daily chart, pretty big gap down, 2 down days. So we definitely, it's an inside bar, I guess, but a 2 down bar that could, either fail to reach its target down here, the bottom of this green bar, or come back up through the midpoint of this bar and then resume the uptrend. So what I'm looking at here, given the price action, is that even though this looked like a breakout to end the week, it almost like it took out a pivot high in an overall trading range, and now it wants to maybe head to the bottom of the range, given the opening price action that's kind of weak and didn't want to immediately kind of come back up through this inside bar. So gap down today. If this kind of price action holds, then we kind of work towards that low of the green bar and maybe the low of this overall range in place, just kind of making higher highs and eventual lower lows. That's what the 15-minute chart seems to be indicating here in terms of just kind of gapping down, taking out the pre-market high, then reversing. So we'll see if this builds a little momentum towards the lows of the day, and then ultimately can we be getting, this just be kind of a failed breakout up here and we actually move to the lower end of the range. So just going with opening price action and the fact we'll see how the week continues on. If we hold kind of in this area and can't break down, then overall, this could be just a little bit of an inside bar that failed to reach its target to the bottom of the green bar and eventually moves up, and this breakout's for real, and that could set a whole new uptrend. So there's definitely a kind of a key inflection point here, in my opinion. This is the daily chart of whether this just holds in here, inside bar can't reach its target, and then that would be strong buy signals. But if we come down and hit our target down here, then this is like a failure to take out that pivot high. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, and at the moment we are heading a little lower. So let's see if that builds into something a little more substantial.